We have seen the use of many functions in Matlab. We have used the built-in functions such as sine, cosine, absolute value, plot, etc. In this video, we'll see how to create custom functions which we call user-defined functions and then use them either in the command window or in a script. Functions can return various kinds of results. For now, we'll concentrate on functions that return a single value. First, let us review what we already know about functions. Let us consider the function length. Now, length is an inbuilt function that calculates a single value. It returns the length of a vector. We can use this function either in the command window or in a script. So, x is a vector and I'm calling the function length for x. The call to the length function consists of the name of the function, which is length, followed by the argument in parentheses. The function takes the argument and returns the result, which here is 6. Typically, the value returned can be assigned to a variable. There are different ways to organize scripts and functions, but for now, every function that we write has to be stored in a separate M file. Let us look at a simple example where we define a function to calculate the area of a circle given the radius. We open a new window. The first line of the file is called the header line and should start with the keyword function. So, function output argument, which we will call the area, equals the function name, which we will call calc area, followed by the inputs in parentheses, which here will be the radius. The next line is recommended to be a comment on what the function does. The function here calculates the area of a circle. Let's write that down. Next comes the body of the function, which consists of statements which calculate the output value, which here is the area. And now you save the file with the same name as the function name. And we are done. You can call the function calc area from the command window. You can also assign it to a variable. And you can call this function in another script too. Now what if you have multiple output values? Say you want to output the circumference as well as the area. If you have more than one output, you place the outputs separated by commas in square brackets in the header line. And in the body of the function, the values have to be assigned to both the output variables. So we have added circumference to the outputs, and circumference equals 2 times pi times radius to the body of the function. Since the function is returning 2 values, you capture them by doing this. So the variable a gets the area and the variable c gets the circumference. If this is not done, only the first value is returned, which in this case is the area. Now say you have multiple input values. You pass them as comma-separated values. For example, let's calculate the volume of a cuboid. The input arguments are length and width of the base and height of the cuboid. Open a new file. The first line is the header line, the second is a comment, and then comes the body of the function, which calculates the volume V. Save the file, and let's go ahead and use the function. Let's find out the volume of a cuboid of length 2, width 3, and height 4. 24. So, the general form of any function definition looks like this. The first line is the header, next comes the comment describing what the function does, and next comes the body of the function with statements assigning values to the output arguments. You can also have a function with no output arguments. For example, functions which just print stuff to the console, or plot figures, or write to files, etc. In that case, you will have no variable names in the output argument space. This was the bare bones of user-defined functions in Matlab.